So today, gonna finally lower this big heap. Yeah, I'm gonna I want to lower it, so my plan is not to, I've got lowering springs for it, but I want to actually like try and modify the standard springs first, just to see if I can like get it roughly how I want it to sit, and then I'll know roughly how long I need the springs to be, so it's going to make it a lot easier just doing that rather than butchering the new springs. So I'm going to just take the wheels off first of all, and we'll see what it's like. Okay, so from a first glance, this is obviously totally different to most modern suspension setups, if you like. It consists of a massive coil spring, like we're talking fucking huge, which sits on a bottom arm, and these are notoriously dangerous. People have died fixing these, like changing these, so no pressure at all. But just having a quick wee look. So the anti-roll bar may have to come off as well. So anti-roll bar, probably the ball joint, might even get away with leaving that in there, who knows really. What I would say though is Mercedes do make a tool that goes in through the bottom here and goes up. Now if only I had one of those tools, that would make this job a lot easier. Wonder what's in this box. I see. So this is the tool. I've never used it before, so this is going to be a learning experience for me as well, but I think it's these ones. So basically what happens is, this goes in between here. Wow. So, yeah, there we go. So that goes in there, and that's a pretty good fit. Now I don't know how much to put in, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one in here, so I think that one in there, and I think it'll be going this way, like that. I think that's it. And then we take this doofer, which is on a ratchet, so when you turn it, it actually moves this ram, if you like, up the way, so it then compresses the spring. How easy that's going to be to use, well, let's find out. Wow. Holy shit. That is crazy. So that's it, maxed out, and as you can see, you might actually get away with that. I've never been so scared to touch something all my life. I am definitely not putting my hands up there. I'm going to get a pry bar and I'm going to pry that out. I reckon we'll get that out without taking anything else out, which is a fucking best tool I've ever bought in my life. I have no idea how you're planning on getting that out without that tool. You could get really brave and do something, but without taking those bolts out of the back and like leave it on the bottom arm, like how you even get the new one in is what I want to know. But yeah, that's it's a scary fucking spring. Might even leave it for 5 minutes just to make sure. Fucking hell, that's mental. The worst thing is, once I get this out, I then need to take the tension back off it again. On the ground this time. I'll be standing right at the side of that. Right, so let's see. Obviously been in there a long time. Wow, you feel the weight of that thing. I do not want to put my hands anywhere fucking near that, which is annoying because I kind of need to. Saying that, if this spring goes, it's just going to take this pry bar away, which is just going to fly off and hit me in the puss. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Wow. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Look at that. That's insane. So, first thing we've learned is, yes, the tool takes it out without taking anything else out, which is fantastic. Oh. well, these must put up some abuse. And yeah, the tool makes very light work of that. That's amazing. Best 60 quid I've ever spent. Right, this is the nerve-wracking part. I need to take the tension off this now. Fantastic. Oh, Jesus. Look at the size of that. You can actually get 2 springs out of that. Jesus, there we go. That is some bit of kit, like. So then I just need to turn this and pull that all the way out. There we go. Wow. 190 spring. Look at the size of that. Wow, like, that's ridiculous. You actually get some models, I think it's a W126, and the 4-wheel drive versions have a drive shaft coming out, obviously, and part of the coil spring just like turns up the way for like a couple of inches, then starts to go into a coil again to clear the drive shaft. Imagine changing them. So yeah, my plan, which might work, it might not, is just to cut a coil off. Now you can see that the top of these is flat, that sits on the top here. To be honest, you could have got away with cutting this end because it goes into this anyway, but to keep it simple, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a coil off the bottom, because as you can see, here is the spring perch where it'll sit, so I kind of need to keep that in place. In regards to the MOT, obviously a cut spring is a fail, but how can you tell it's cut if it's meant to be like that anyway? So I reckon if I stick to the standard line, just get a black fucking marker and paint it, but I'll probably go right here. I think I'm going to start here because there's no point in taking like wee baby coils off. I reckon I'm just going to go straight for it, right there, boom, and then we'll go with that. I enjoy working on this thing. It's a really quirky car. Like, you know, they don't build cars like this anymore. Just everything's made to a cost now. I mean, look at this, man. It's just so rad. Like, it's everything. So yeah, let's get the grinder out and chop this spring. Shout out to Milwaukee for sponsoring this video. Really appreciate you giving me all this free stuff. I wish. Still waiting on them getting back to me. Always wear safety glasses, even if you're a specky hot dog like myself. Right, so we've got basically 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go straight for number 3. I don't think there's any point in fucking about with this. It's not that hot. Mine's not hot. So that's a bit better, isn't it? So, actually, like I said, I do have lowering springs for this. However, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near short enough for where I want it to sit. So this is why cutting these ones is probably a better idea. I'm never going to fucking know anyway, so they're also the backs, I think. Yeah, they're the back too, they're the front too. So you can see they're the lowering springs there. They are a bit tighter wound, but not really much. But you can see that it's already lower than that, so I reckon I'm going to get a better ride height out of these ones. But I've always got them as a backup. There we go. Just take the tension off now, and Bob's your uncle. This is the part right, I'll take this out all the way first. I think once there's weight on the car, it might kind of sit a bit better. So obviously I'm not really going to know until it's on the ground as such. It's pretty solid anyway. But we'll just do the other side before we check the the front right axle, so we're going to have to do the back as well anyway, so we may as well just do the other side and get it, take 3 coils off, and then we'll see how it sits. See, when you think about that though, you literally just done a front spring with only the tool I needed was really a wheel brace to get the wheels off, or in this case a Milwaukee gun. Not sponsored by Milwaukee. Wouldn't be very good to me anyway, I've already bought all their fucking stuff. Oh no, I've got worms. Right, now I actually need to change the bottom arm on this side anyway, so I'm going to take the spring out first and then we'll do the bottom arm, but I'm going to take the bottom arm off this side because it was picked up in its MOT that it's got a small bit of corrosion on it, so I'm just going to replace it anyways for the sake of it, because it's done 30 years so. So there you go, that's what you've got to be careful of. So it's rotated up at the top there, so this tension just came right off, so you need to be very careful even with this tool, man. It's still a dangerous tool, but right, let's try that again. Bailey, what are you crying for? It's me that's fucking dealing with this. What's wrong? You show me a hedgehog? Yes, I know, I see your hedgehog. Bailey, you're getting me paranoid working next to this, eh? Right, go in the house and get a treat. Daddy, go get you a treat. Come on then. Come on. There you go. So this is well stuck in. This spring for some reason just has a lot more, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say tension, but it just seems to sit at a funny angle.
It was a funny angle.
And it's properly stuck into the perch, which is really annoying. Jesus. There we go. Got there in the end. That one was a little bit harder to get out. I don't know if I maybe just didn't have as much tension on it, but she's out now. So just the same again, just need to take the tension off this one. What a tool. I'm not talking about me. Right, back to the grinder again. Better watch the drive shaft doesn't it come out. Laughs in rear wheel drive. Fair play to them, like this fucking bolt's huge and it didn't actually snap, so I'm surprised. There we go. Why is it always the last bolt? Right, let's go clean these bolts up now. This is what 10 minutes with the wire wheel and some WD-40 can do. Because these bolts, probably won't be able to get them from Mercedes, but try and reuse the ones you've got, and I'm surprised I got them both out, to be honest. Right. some new shiny bits, new nuts, and I've just given everything else a wee clean. So I'm just going to put this bottom arm back on. Right, that's the bottom arm replaced. That's tight, that's tight, that's tight, that's tight. It's time we get this spring back in. Right, there we go. We now have a pair of cut springs. I'm just going to put the wheels on and then we shall see how it sits. And that's with 3 coils chopped basically. So when you can't get the jack out, that's a good start. Oh yeah boy, look at that. That's mint. That is pretty good because that's obviously on the stock wheels, which are 15s, 205 60 15. Now I kind of want to go up to 17s, which I think is going to be perfect because it means I can get a still pretty substantial size tyre on, so it's not like, you know, elastic bands on it, and it'll still sit pretty good. Obviously I've still got to do the back, so that's going to help, but man, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That is mint. Oh, I just can't be arsed in the back now. I also need to get the jack out. It's crossed it like. Right, so I think it's pretty much the same setup, although I don't know if the springs are a lot smaller in diameter. I don't think. Well, I think there is a hole there, so maybe if I take this plastic trim off. So yeah, it looks like it might fit. Yeah, it looks like it might fit again. Happy days. It actually fits a bit better, to be honest. Yeah, there is a big hole there that I could have just sawed through, but oh, I haven't got much choice at this point. Right, so I took this back bolt out. I also loosened the shocky, but I don't think you really need to be honest. So now there's quite a bit of movement, enough for you to get spring out by the looks of it. Fucking piece of shite. So I reckon once again, I reckon we'll just take 3 coils again, man. So boom, 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 I think. Boom, boom, right there. Let's go. Fingers crossed it fucking goes up without even needing the tool now, to be honest, because I've took quite a bit off. The only thing we need to make sure is that it just lines up correctly at the bottom. That's this side done. It's the same again on the other side, and that's us. Right, that's the other side done as well. It's time to chuck the wheels back on and see how it sits. Right, here goes. That's alright. I'm fucking quite happy with that, to be honest. Once that wheel's a bit bigger, I fill up the arch quite nicely. It's not stupidly low, but it's also got rid of most of that arch gap, which I'm well happy about. And both the springs are still kept to front and rear, even with no load on them. So it's not going to fall out like for an MOT or anything like that. So happy with that, like. Just going to tighten the wheels, maybe take it a wee spin. Look at all the coils. That's ridiculous. Must be sensible, must be sensible. Feels pretty good, it doesn't rub like, you know, with no load on it. I had it full lock, obviously taken out of the garden, and it never scraped, to be honest. I was quite surprised. And this car actually has a lot of lock, like, I'm talking a lot of lock. It's like a taxi. Because it's got a pitman arm instead of a steering rack, it has loads of lock. And yeah, pretty happy with this. It drives pretty good. Just need to obviously do the alignment again. I know a man for that. There we go. That's much better. And it doesn't look like an absolute grandad mobile now, but see what I mean about the back. I think once I get slightly bigger wheels on it, it'll look a little bit better. I don't want to take another coil off, to be honest, because it sits pretty even as well. It's not like offside, like lopsided to the front, and that front clears perfect. There's no rubbing on lock or anything. So yeah, I'll try and stick with the same diameter, probably the same offset for the front, because the front offset's pretty good. I mean, I'd maybe get away with an extra like 5mm, but again, I don't want it to start rubbing, so I'd be happy with the front. The back, I could maybe get away with a slightly better offset wheel, because there is a slight gap here, but again, I don't want to start sacrificing drivability. So we'll see how we get on. Maybe get a nice set of 17s for it, I think. And yeah, hopefully the next video it'll have wheels to go with the new ride height, and I might even get a wee front chin spoiler, I think, just to set it off. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.